Do a little bit of documentation. Mayun gabii, magabesh magabay, magadan gabii. Hope you're going well. Singapore. Yeah, it reminds me when I was working at the extension on the Grey Road.
Yeah.
And it was a trailer full of water, and I made a safety report on it.
Yeah.
And it was for the main roads, of course. And the ridiculous that the safety report was as big as a post-it note.
Really?
So it was easy to lose.
Yeah.
It was the same size as Woolworths when I was up at Karratha, and I made a report out not to use hockey straps.
Yeah.
And they laughed at me. A week or two later, the kid lost his life.
Oh, really?
He was the same age as me. Yeah.
Shit.
I survived it through luck because when the hockey strap gave away, somehow I manoeuvred because it straightened out like a ice pick.
Yeah.
It was going for my eye, and somehow I swerved it like a bloody scene out of Last Action Hero with Arnie or something. Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it's amazing how everything goes slow-mo or something when it was full on. And anyway, fast forward onto the same bloody post-it note, ridiculous. I was just saying, well, with this trailer full of bloody water, how about having some stands at the back of it?
Yeah.
And a lot of just like whatever. And once again, because I was moving this sea container in there. Sorry to keep you, I'm yapping away.
No, that's all right.
But it was, the tilt driver jumped out. He was dropping off a sea container for Pertec.
Yep.
And I was just assisting him, and I said, yeah, I'll sight you in. And I said, mate, you want me to shift that trailer? And he says, no, it's all right. And he jumped out, went and shifted the trailer himself.
Yep.
Didn't realise the tank was full of water. A ton of water easy.
Yeah.
And so when I went to see where he was, I could see his legs dangling in the air.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, because there was nothing holding it back on it, because it was it didn't have a good centre of gravity.
Yep.
The A-frame was under his guts. It was lucky he didn't cave in his ribs.
Yeah.
And he's dangling in the air. So I was compelled to write a report out on it, and lo and behold, nothing done on that. Once again, it was these young surveyors, and they were doing the old, too busy looking into each other's eyes rather than observing the death trap of these trailers.
Yeah.
And this young fellow, as he was looking at his colleague, he inadvertently bumped the A-frame. It come up. It just missed him millimetres. It come up like a steel, like a trap.
Yeah.
And I was halfway walking across the assigned. They were hiring some places just up on Ocean Place, and I was halfway walking across, and then the bird said, overheard me say, well, that answers my question. And like she was all defensive because she was looking after her colleagues, going, well, what do you mean? Well, I wrote out a report about these trailers. Nothing was done about it.
Yeah.
His arm would have been ripped the wrong way around into the air, and he would have, I don't know, choked on his tongue or something, And she's like, oh, it's something, she's, oh, it's someone in the office. Yeah, right.
But I think that idea you're saying is not a bad idea. That.
Yeah. I was a shop steward up north, so I'm used to, looking after.
Where you said to put some something.
Yeah.
That you can fold out.
Yeah, I just improvise with some inverted commas unwanted milk crates. The tradesman's choice. But
that's what we did. I put all the stuff here and the whole bloody thing. Go over.
Yeah, mate, it's easily done. I'll let him get into it. I'll probably yarn on a bit. Ingat po kasalian. I've got some friends over the Philippines, you can probably tell. Just